Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be somewhat challenging, as I have not played the game in almost a week.
The
Just due
stuff
to
on this
schedule.
shelf has been gathering cobwebs for a while.
What was in that? Oh, that was this picture. Where was that? This woman's photo. Can we take another look at that, please? Oh wait, no, you need to use the eye on that.
I wonder who she is.
And what did it say on the back? Not all hangings are suicide victims. Search closer. Interesting. Well, why don't we take this back to John? I am beginning to run out of obvious clues and leads. We obviously need a fake ID or something. So let's just slowly start piecing these things together. Let's see if also that, John has anything for us. Ding. Alright, let's head out. I don't think we really want to talk to Sully, do we?
I'd rather not unless there's...
Johnny boy.
This is not going to work with this.
Really? I thought she'd want to see. Interesting. You know what? Maybe, why don't we go back into Davy's office? Actually, oh, yeah, I'm already going. I just kind of want to comb things over. Nothing really standing out right away. We already know about this.
Let's see if this works.
We already did this.
Another one will be hanged tonight. When will you see the signs? I've left something for you at the post office on Milk Street. Maybe it'll open your eyes. Ask for Joey to help you.
So we have the drawers and everything, but I don't think we're gonna get a fake ID off any
Say
of this.
goodbye to your badge, Erica.
So there's no ID or anything like that. I mean, not that I would really expect her to have an ID in her office there.
Davy's promotions. I liked her more when she was one of us. We don't always see eye to eye on things, but she's still a good friend of the family.
It's the shredder.
Davy's always liked that picture. She told me she pictures herself in that lighthouse every time she needs some time off from all the crazy shit we see. Information on some of our latest cases. This is called a tropic snow. I know because, believe it or not, Davies talks about it.
I don't think we're gonna get anything else in the computer. For some reason, going to this computer always seems to hang just a bit. Let's see what we got. It was Sammy, I think.
No.
Then was it? Oh no, it was Aunt Maddie. I don't know who that is.
I can use my own computer. I can use my...
Alright, why don't we do a people search?
Say goodbye to...
And let's see if we can't track down anything about who this chick is. Excuse me. I don't think there's anything else in here for us.
I need some money for it.
And she actually didn't want anything from it anyway right now.
All right. I got the woman's photo here. Now let's see what I can find. Exactly what it says. A people search. I don't have anyone to search for right now. All right. I should look for any details that can tell me who this woman is.
Oops.
All right. I should be able to use that if I want to cross-reference it with something.
What does that say? Sarah? Sarah. I kind of jumped through that by accident. Oops.
I already have what I need.
Okay.
I already have what I need.
So we've got this thing of her as Sarah, a bracelet. Let's see if someone at Rose at the antique shop recognizes the Sarah. Was there anything else in there? Sorry, folks, as I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
I don't have anyone to search for right now.
Just Sarah. And she said she already... Okay.
The case database. I can access closed and...
Type of felony cause. Vampire voodoo.
This is her. The woman from that picture. Let's see... I remember a little about this case. Davies and Sully handled it. And she was buried at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Same as Scott.
Victim was found in the master bathroom suspended from the neck. The point of the hanging was an overhead light fixture. A nearby shower stool was on its side below the victim, its position consistent with being stood on and then kicked aside. Conversation with the husband, Robert, brought forth that the victim was diagnosed with glycomic disorder approximately 1 year past and had been prescribed Klonopin medication. Bottles found in the house were all discovered empty. No children or parents. She is survived only by her husband. He was out of the country on business at the time of the suicide, remained strongly convinced of her innocence regarding the act. She was buried at the Mount Auburn Cemetery. Robert Goodman, the victim's husband, has been insistent enough in his convictions of Sarah's innocence that the case has been temporarily reopened. Further interrogation was made with Robert, but beyond getting a recorded testimony, there was little more to follow up on, and nothing came to light that offered any new leads. Case will continue as a closed suicide.
One evidence form coming up.
I like it. I kind of like that whole connection thing. I think that's neat. I'm glad I just made some progress. I was kind of afraid that this was going to be a no progress type of game. Give me the evidence. Let's see what we can't figure out there. I would love to go to the scene of the crime.
Let's see what this gets me. I have a request for you.
Yeah?
I'm looking for some evidence on a case from a couple of years back.
Well, aren't you in luck? We just moved archives from the past 3 years back here. Anything further back, it'll be a nightmare.
Hopefully it'll be around.
Do you have your evidence form?
Here you go.
All right, just 1 minute. There are more tapes, but this was all I could find.
Okay, thank you.
I assume that I need a
I
tape
need
player?
something to play this tape.
Okay. Well, we know... if you remember, we do have a tape recorder. Tape player. That was at the morgue. Let's see if we can borrow that really quickly. It's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Bing, bing. I want that.
Agent Reed, what are you doing?
I was wondering if I could borrow your tape recorder.
No, you can't.
It'll only be a minute.
I said no.
Seriously? Do you understand? Seriously?
Hello, Dr. Ga-
Agent Reed.
I'll be seeing you.
Good luck.
Alright, so we gotta prank her.
The direct number for her office down here. I guess I better keep that in my cell phone now that Susie's gone.
9154. Yeah, that will be important, won't it? Let's see if Terrence will do it for us.
Buddy?
Yo!
I could use your help with Gallagher.
What do you want me to do?
You said your new hobby is to get on Gallagher's nerves. Can I see you in action?
That would make my day.
Wait 2 minutes and then meet me at the morgue.
But that's not the right size paper.
Hello, Dr. Cadaver. Anything up?
Colby, what a surprise.
I was just thinking about you. My pet cockroach just died, and I wanted you to run an autopsy.
Oh, my lord.
Please, it's very important. I'm very sentimental.
Colby, you should go back to your hole upstairs before I make you part of my job.
I'm sure I could liven things up around here.
I'm past counting to 10.
That's awesome.
It would be awesome if you let me go back to my work.
All right, Gally. I'll get out of here here.
Thank you.
But that's not the right size paper. Thanks, buddy. Actually, first, can we just use this? I guess not.
All right, plugged in.
October 12th, 2008, recordings of case 342980, Sarah Goodman's death. Mr. Goodman, can you recall the events of the last time you saw your wife?
It was last Wednesday. I had to leave again for a business trip.
What do you do, Mr. Goodman?
I'm the vice president of a goods export company. My job involves a lot of travel.
Did your wife approve of your lifestyle?
No, Sarah was never happy about it, especially after we moved to Boston. We lived in a small town in California, but with the promotion, I had to move to the headquarters.
Did your wife have any friends or acquaintances?
No, Sarah was very lonely.
Was she depressed?
Where are you going with this?
Please answer the question.
Yes, Sarah was on antidepressants, but she would have never done this to herself.
Mr. Goodman, let's go back to that last meeting with her. Was your wife upset that night?
Our anniversary was last Wednesday. She was sad I was going to spend another one away, so we had dinner at our favorite restaurant. But I had to leave from there, so we walked to the closest train station. I looked at my cell phone when I was leaving, and I told her it was our time. Inside joke. I handed her a note. The note said...
Damn. What would I need to reenact that time?
Well, you need to get to her. Let me just take a... Well, let me run back to Boston. Headquarters. Let's see if Sully can give me an address. If not, we can people search her.
Hey, Sully.
So, you change your mind about lunch?
No. I need to ask you something.
What is it?
I found your name on a case and I need details. You remember anything about Sarah Goodman?
How can I forget? That was my first case, when McAdams was still in charge. I took the case with Davies.
Why did the FBI take the case?
Because of the husband. He refused to believe it was a suicide. He had some important and powerful friends, and we got pulled into it.
How did it go down?
The husband had left for a business trip. He was always abroad. When he came back this time, he found his wife hanging in their condo and immediately notified the police.
How did the case get handed off to the FBI?
The detective on the case immediately ruled it a suicide. The husband made some calls, and before you know it, Davies and I were driving to the scene.
So you were there at the crime scene?
Yeah, it was wicked awful. The woman had been dead for a while. Nothing like that for your first real case. Not that it was much of a case, or so Davies thought.
So the husband, this Robert Goodman, he was cleared of all charges?
He was abroad on a business trip. We checked, and his story cleared. He was very disturbed. Nobody's that good an actor.
Do you know where I can find him now?
As it happens, yeah. I saw him not long ago. He's on the streets.
He is.
Yeah, here's the saddest part of the story. He never gave up on the case. He obsessed over it. Quit his job, spent all of his money, lost his home. And it drove him mad. I dealt with him a lot of times when he would come here to beg for us to reopen the case, saying he had new proof.
So that's who that was. I remember seeing him a few times, yeah. Did you ever look at this new evidence?
Briefly, he went on about the possibility of someone having done this to others, but Davey said we'd be wasting our time, and really, there was nothing concrete. As for where you can find him, he hangs out around Shafter Avenue in Dorchester. I'll send the exact location to your phone.
Awesome.
Who closed the case?
Davies. We did our due research, interrogated Robert Goodman, but there was nothing pointing at murder. We talked to several family members who knew Goodman's wife. They had moved to the city recently from some suburb in California because of the husband's work.
What did the relatives say?
The victim was on antidepressants. They'd been living here for a little less than a year, and she wasn't coping well with the move. It all pointed to suicide. So, What's your interest?
I need to look at a couple of things before I can say. I may need your help on this.
Anything you need, Erica.
That's my
Thank
timer.
you, Jared.
I would assume
See you later, Sully.
Yeah.
I would assume most of you may recognize the company name. Cisco is basically they do networking equipment. They're pretty big for phones as well, and so most business phones use a Cisco phone. And just a funny little thing to see Cisco. Neat little, you know. What? Don't judge me. I think it's funny. Let's quick just look up at Sarah and Robert Goodman. Beautiful. Deceased, field empty. Springfield.
I don't need to request any
Okay. Alright, well, let's look up Robert Goodman.
no known current address. I should see if I can speak to this guy.
Alright, so we kind of got that far already. Okay.
I don't need to...
Okay. Well, we're going to cut off here, folks. But we have made some great progress so far on our case. As always, thank you very much for watching. Tune in to the next episode of Cognition, an Erica Reed thriller. Thanks for watching, everybody.